How's it going, guys? Bring your platoon here, and welcome back to another set of games in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. Today I will be playing and 3-marking the T95. I don't know why I said that so weird. The T95E6, a Tier 10 premium American medium tank. This is a reward vehicle for doing the 100 stages in the Valor Op, which I'm sure most of you have completed by now. And if you haven't, feel free to do so to unlock this tank in your garage. And if you have premium, you can also unlock on the 100th stage completion the Kampfpanzer whatever 50T. Is a tier 9 German medium tank with really trolly good upper frontal hull armor that's like a cone shape. It's fucking weird. It's heavium armor. It's weird, but let's talk about this tank. Okay, let's go down right into the statistics, and I already turned off my game console. God damn it. Okay, so the basic rundown of this tank is very... I will not be clearing my throat every 10 seconds, I assure you. Let me just get it out of here for a second. I could probably edit this out, but I won't. That's all that Coke I've been drinking. Clearly very good for my throat. It has, instead of a 105mm on it, it has a 120mm gun on it, dealing 400 damage on average per penetration. You get 258 pen for the AP rounds, 340mm of premium heat pen, and 60mm of pen for your high explosive rounds, dealing 515 damage on average per penetration instead of the standard 400, which I just said previously. For the other two ammo types. God damn it. The dispersion for a tier 8 medium for this tank isn't great. It's 0.38, and you will notice that the gun kind of dips and flips and does whatever the fuck it wants most of the time. It's not as bad as the STB1, and I'm of course not referring to the PC version, because now that STB1 is pretty good. But I am of course referring to the console version of the STB1, because that gun sucks dick on that tank. Very similar to the Type 61, but we won't go into that. 2 seconds aim time. It feels faster than that. No, I take that back. I think it's a 2.3 second aim time on the console version. Another great thing about this tank, I know the gun isn't that great, but 410 view range, very nice. 3000 base DPM if you use everything you possibly can to up the DPM as much as fucking possible. You can get it up to past 3700 DPM. I do not run that, however. Instead of using the vents, I run the vertical stabilizer because of the kind of AZ gun handling for a tier 10 medium tank. That enables you to aim faster and just pop in shots easier when you're on the move. I use the gun rammer, of course, to increase the DPM, and optics to just make the view range that much more AZ in a good way. And then I run the Cola, which I probably shouldn't do considering it has, yeah, a 15% fire chance, but is it worth using over the extinguisher? I would probably say no. I take a really stupid snapshot on that bad chat. That was really stupid. For the first game, I'm not going to go much into the gameplay commentary part of it. I'm just going to be telling you about the tank and everything that it holds dear to you, the person playing it, and why you should love this vehicle. There's not much to love about the vehicle. Its armor is less impressive than that of the Patton. You can get hit in your turret by standard rounds in tier 10 and tier 9, as well as premium. If they sling premium at your turret, even face on, you only have about 300mm of effective armor in the very front, and that is in a very small portion of it. The rest of it is around 250 to 200. I'd said that backwards. Around 200 to 250 millimeters of effective armor, but 310 is the highest, besides the mantlet, armor protection that you get in the front with this tank. It's also got a huge ass hatch on it. It's bigger than, again, the Patton, comparable in size to the T125, although I would say it was even bigger than that. Unless you're using all your 9 degrees of gun depression, people will just sling standard rounds into your upper plate, even angling severely around a corner. There's they're going to have no problem contesting your frontal armor. You can't side scrape in this thing. There's a weird little... It's shaped in such a way that you will equalize your a part of your side armor, and if people know where to shoot you, can you even see where it dips out? No, but it has the same area of weakness for the Patton, and if you ever come across a Tier 10 Patton side scraping, load that 3D model into tanks.gg.com, and you will see why people are penning you in the turret ring. You can't really see it, you're kind of shooting through part of the armor model, but yeah, it's not that great to side scrape in, but it can work occasionally. But with this thing, it's too brittle. And even if you do side scrape and they don't know about the turret weak spot, there's a 31.7mm side plate on each side of the tank that they can overmatch with their Tier 9 and Tier 10 guns if they have the specific caliber for it. Anything bigger than a 100mm, and that's giving it some breathing room, will pen this thing in that spot every single time. So that's unfortunate, but other than that, great tank. It gets ammo racked a lot. If you get shot in the bum, your engine will get damaged. I have a very good actually the next game goes over that, but the engine seems very brittle, and unlike, well, much like every other American tank that I've driven, the ammo rack just seems to be FCM 50T bad. Like, a light tank, I know it doesn't meet Tier 7 light tanks, but I'm just going to say one for an example. A T-71, a Lycan, could go up against this thing, an ammo rack, first shot in the side. That's what my sneezes sound like. But yeah, very brittle on all sides except the front, and even then, it's not that impressive, especially not for a Tier 10 medium tank. If you're going up against a Tier 10 Russian medium tank, I would suggest loading heat, because the gun, again, the dispersion values are iffy, and the aim time is kind of poopy. But that is what it is. The real appreciation you should have for this tank is DPM, and it is faster than the Patton. Fuck, I just closed the webpage. I think this thing's top speed is 65 kilometers an hour, and the Patton is 55. I could be wrong, though. The reverse speed is either... I'll just fucking open it up again. I'm so stupid. I just hit buttons for fun, and it just doesn't work out most of the time. World of Tanks. Full tank list. 10. USA medium. Yes, the reverse speed is very... Oh, wow. It actually says the top speed for this thing is 56.3 kilometers an hour. Reverse speed is very good at 20 kilometers an hour. I went over the 410 view range. The gun elevation is 20 degrees. That's not the best, but it's not terrible by any means. It's got really good traverse resistances. It can turn the tank very quickly. I think I'm done going over the stats for the tank. You know enough about it to play it effectively. But look what look what I almost do here. I almost fucking flip my tank. Well done on my part as far as driving goes. And the only reason I get this kill is because an ally helps me. I would have helped his tank up the hill. I didn't even know this spot existed for people to go in, but cowards find a way to hide, and then they're the last ones alive, and then they can't engage, or won't engage anyone else because they're afraid of losing HP. The only thing this guy could have done for his team is draw out the game. Wouldn't even count as a win. He wouldn't have gotten his ×2 daily bonus, but he put some free shots into the Patton, and the Patton's like, okay, I'm done fucking with that Sheridan. And then I go over here to Mr. Scoot and Shoot. Very funny name, by the way. If you see this miracle by some miracle, then thank you for having that username, as it is hilarious and gave me a giggle when I saw that. And also thanks to this guy for pushing me up. Failed attempt on the first time. He lets me straighten out. And here we go. Up this hill at practically a 90-degree angle because fucking physics. But yeah, hilarious. Does he get a free pen on me? No, he misses by a fucking country mile. I get a free pen on him, and this is just like a roller coaster of emotions. Like, I put another free pen into him. He tries to get one into my hatch or cupola, whatever the fuck it's called, and I just give him one. Unfortunately, he tracks me there. and I get another free pen into him. I just barely miss the ram, and I'm like, well, if he high rolls me, I'm gonna fucking die. He bounces off me. I bounce off him by some fucking miracle on his part. And then what happens? He biffs the shot into the ground. And I go in for the ram, and it doesn't kill him. What happens? Let's see. Did he shoot me with high explosive to try and finish me off? I think he did. And that was his downfall. My oh my. What an exemplary exemplary showing of skills, both on my behalf and that guy's. Wow. Quite embarrassing. Okay, so first game, I'm just going to up that assisted damage to 1600. So 6300 plus 1600 is what? 7900 damage combined. In this tank, all you need to do is get 4500 damage a game on average to go up in the mark to enable yourself to get the third mark of excellence on this thing. We're going to go right on to the second game. If that transition seemed a little weird, it's because I had a fade on it, and didn't really change the screen much, did it? Our next game is going to be on Sand River, and this is the game where near the end I get my engine fucked up, and anytime I get shot in the ass, my engine seems to just poop right out. If it doesn't get destroyed completely, it gets damaged. Actually, I take that back. It usually gets damaged, not destroyed. But it's just very annoying, and I don't like it. That's it. I have no real complaints about it. It just, well, I guess that is a real complaint. But you get what I'm saying. Like, if you're driving the FCM50T and you get ammo racked by a light tank in its first shot when it's not using a derp gun, it's like, what the fuck is this made of? Paper mache? Ugh, but I get it. It's fine. And realistically speaking, that would probably destroy the engine every penetration. So I'm fine with just a damaged one. Thank you. Thank you, oh merciful wargaming. But yeah, if you're gonna try and mark this thing, I wouldn't use cola as much as I do like using cola for 3 marking situations. Just, it's not worth it if you get set on fire. Then you lose like 300 extra HP you could have used in a 1v1 situation, and that 1 pen from the enemy could be just enough that you need to survive another hit. So, yeah, definitely not worth it. Plus, the fire could always damage more modules than you want to be damaged. So, again, I say, automatic extinguishers for the win. Preventative maintenance helps as well as the firefighting skill, because if you can mitigate the percentage, or the chance for a fire as much as possible, why the fuck wouldn't you do it? Taking very big chances here for the bat chat. Miraculously, I get that shot to go in. 2 free pens on the bat chat, and I have been damaged. I haven't been damaged. I take that back. I thought the T100 LT managed to pen me, but he didn't for some reason. Whatever. But yeah, what am I doing this game? It just sucks because you want to use this thing as a medium tank, you want to use it as a spotter, you want to use it as a flanker, but then you get fucking focused down, and even from medium ranges, they're going to be able to hit your hatch no problem with 0.3, I'm going to say 0.38 accuracy or better, and it's just, it's very frustrating. Or sling premium into your turret, because fucking why not? If you're trying to go up against a Chisel or a Patton or any other tier 10 in this thing from short to medium ranges, don't fucking do it. They will DPM the shit out of you. Yes, you can fire a shit ton as well, but did my phone go off? Hold on. I know I could edit this out, but let me just check this professionally. Oh, I'm getting new comments on my videos. Thank you guys. I appreciate that very much. I love seeing that every day. So yeah, let me just take that brief second to thank you guys. But yeah, you want to be the best medium tank you can be. You want to support the team. You want to spot. You want to get spotting damage. You want to get damage yourself. And sometimes it depends on what opponent you're going up against. Tier 10 TDs are a big no-no at close range because they can and will pen you. and you will lose a shit ton of your health. The only reason why you should face a tier 10 frontally that is a tank destroyer is when they've already fired at your teammates and they're on the reload. That is the only reason that you should be facing one frontally. Doesn't matter what it is. Trading damage with them is never worth it. But I didn't think I would 3-mark this thing. I really didn't. But when I saw today that it was at like 90... No, it was at 94 point something. It went down, of course, because you have the string of games where it's like, ooh, I could 3-mark this. And then you get 3,000 damage games after 3,000 damage games, and you start to ponder, well, apparently it's not meant to be. But, and is that through fault of my own? No, it's like the entire team dies within the first 2 or 3 minutes, and I can't do anything by myself because the instant I pop out, 3 of them are on their way to kill me, and at that point all you can do is just hope to Christ you get some damage for yourself. And just keep moving. To keep that pattern going for as long as possible. But sometimes it just doesn't work, and you get detected, and then Artie's like, ooh, I'm gonna shit on your dreams. And then they do. And then they double tap you, because platooning an Artie isn't gay. And by gay I mean stupid, and I don't mean to use that as a slur, not a slur, homophobic remark, whatever. It's kind of sad that I even have to bring that up because of today's social climate or whatever. The real world's meta for homophobia and everyone getting offended by everything. This is not a political channel. I'm fucking playing a video game, for Christ's sake. Or not even playing it, I'm commentating over it. But I do like this tank. I like that it's faster. I like that accuracy failed me there on the Valor, which is what I'm trying to go for. And apparently the ×2 daily bonuses that you can use for each of your tanks in the garage for the first win or whatever, they count towards the not the Valor op. That's already done for me. The Fear Not op, that's the op that you're going for to get to the tank that I'm shooting at right now. I don't know what's so great about it, but apparently it's OP as fuck, and it's got also great DPM and okay armor. It's a British medium tank. Is it a medium tank? No, it's a heavy tank. Huh. I guess I don't know everything that I thought I did. But, yeah. You get that tank from the Fear Not op, and I want it. I want it, but do I want to play 30 XP, or 30,000 XP games a day for that tank? Not really. So I'm going to use the Independence Day ops, the ×5 daily victory bonuses, for, like, I don't know, 30 of my tanks today, and it's only 11:30, and I usually go to bed on the weekends at, like, I try to stay up at least until 12, just to have as much fun as possible. That way my wife doesn't have to watch me play video games during the day, and I get a little me time. But it's fine. You don't want to know what time I go to bed during the week. It's like 7 to 8 o'clock. This new job, by the way, it's going great. I love it. Again, I say it's a lot of hard labor. I almost get penned there by the T100 LT. Luckily, he was trying to shoot me on the move. Was really hoping I could kill him with a heat there, but that didn't fucking work out. So, it's fine. It's whatever. And then I'm like, ooh, you know what? They're probably going to make an advancement towards me. I'm going to beat them to the punch. But it's a good thing I retreated when I did, so I only get penned once here. But again, I say, look at the engine. Boom. Damaged. And the tracks are destroyed, because fucking God hates me. Alright. Luckily, that doesn't break the engine, though. So that's good. Not break, destroy. But anyway, the job, a lot of manual labor, a lot of working with lumber and just organizing it right now. I'm sure they'll have me do different things. The Panzer E100 right now, he kills the Valor, and I'm happy that he did, but then he just stays where he is. Like, I'm telling him that's where the tanks are coming from. He's doing nothing to prevent it. And then what happens? He gets detected by the FE215B, I think? Yep. Okay. And he is very, very healthy. One more complaint that, well, one more negative thing I should say about this tank. If you're carrying the shit out of a game, which is going to be the third game and a perfect example of that, by the way, you can and will run out of ammo. Okay? Between you missing your shots, fuck you, light tank, boom, dead. Between missing your shots and them not going where you're trying to put them, and bouncing off naturally, because that just happens in this game, you run out of ammo quite quickly. Now, I have two options here. One, I can wait for that heavy tank to... my allied heavy tank. I'm spamming help, hoping he fucking realizes that nobody's coming that way. He finally starts to move towards me, and he's a one-hit E100, but I don't know that yet. I could have stayed up at that hill, or I could have made my way down here and gotten as many free pens as I possibly can. I have heats loaded. I can pen this guy anywhere in the front. Doesn't matter what kind of angle he takes. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna pen him. I don't know what the fuck he's shooting at, but I could have tracked him, but then he just would have hit my hatch. So I just take this as a chance to get a little more free damage. I'm up to 6,000 base damage now. If I could get another pen, that'd be great, but it just doesn't happen because his DPM is also very, very great, and ADZ as well. But job. It's moving lumber, it's organizing them from salvage piles to, and then I send him a message because I'm a salty Sandy. But yeah, different size lumber goes into different pallet sizes, and then there's also different types of wood that we cut. I have done none of the cutting. I've just been doing the sorting, and it's not like, ooh, you're sitting at a conveyor belt. No. You're standing for 8 hours a day, standing on your feet. And while that is a normal thing for some, I went from getting 15 to maybe 20 hours every week at Quick Fill and having a check out this shot, by the way. He could at least win against this chieftain, but what does he do? Yeah, let's bounce a shot because that's fucking awesome, and not aim in the shot when you had the chance. Well done, E100. Good display of skill there. Well done. I apologize to him later for the salty message, by the way, just to clear that up real quick. But, yeah. I always had this place to sit at Quick Fill, which is where I worked, and I'm so happy that I don't have to pump people's gas anymore. Oh my god, it's so... it's such a relief. It's so great to not feel undignified when I go to work every day. My only worry about when I go to work every day is I wonder if they're going to have me do anything new. And I talk to my coworker, who usually knows what's up even before I start fucking doing anything. And he's just like, we're going to be here all day sorting wood. And I'm like, yes, nothing new. But we're on a machine that had a different type of sorting, and I did enjoy that. Instead of like 6 or 7 piles to sort from, there was only 3 or 4, but they were much longer pieces of wood, and I liked that a lot, just because the other guy had 2 piles and I had 1. But my pile was getting more traffic than his, so I was moving faster. But it was very brief because the machine broke, because I guess they don't take care of them and replace the saws as they should, and it shorts out every so often. The machine does anyway, and they just gotta call a repair guy to fix that. But enough about my life, because that's fucking boring as shit. I'm just elongated? That's not the term I wanted to use. Elated? I'm happy. That's a nice simple term that everyone can recognize. I'm now happy, and I haven't been in a very long time, and I'm just ecstatic that I finally have a job that I don't feel like such a fucking waste of space in. And now I can help provide for the household and get us in an actual house, so that's very exciting for me. Again, I say, enough of actual life. This is a fucking channel where I play World of Tanks and commentate over it. So this is mostly a Tier 8 game. I was very blessed to have this matchup for my 3-marking game, and this is going to be that game, by the way. You get a free pen on the Paladin, because a Tier 8 tank in my 258 standard AP pen is plenty for him, and we're just going to shoot at his front with heat and say, go fuck yourself. And he's going to initially fuck off and then try being aggressive again, and oh look, a tiger that's out in the open, not angling his armor. It's just a crapshoot. I think my mark... He's shooting high explosives. What an asshole. I think my mark was at 94.5 when this game started, or 95.6, 94.6, sorry. Look what the shot does. Bounces. Why does it bounce? I have no idea. Did it have any business bouncing? No. No, it didn't. I shot right at the drive wheel. I should have penned him, and then overmatched his, well, damaged his track to keep on track, and then overmatched his side armor. But that didn't happen. That was weird, but he's dead now, so it's fine. I need 45, well, I guess 5,000 damage would probably have gotten me the 3rd mark in this game, but I felt safer at like 6,000 base damage, or 6,000 combined damage, so that's what I'm going for here. The map is barely 3 minutes, or the match is barely 3 minutes in, and I already have 3,700 damage base. Or, god damn it, 3,700 damage. Now a little bit more combined. So that's awesome. I get a free pen into the Tier 10 light tank. But not before I get bipped by the SU-130PM hiding in the back, because that is what that tank is very, very, very good at. And I fucking love that tank, but never when it's on somebody else's team, because it just sucks to deal with. And then he gets spotted like an idiot and just stays there. So, okay, I'm going to put a free pen into you, or a free shot into you, I should say. And, do I get one more? I don't believe I do. Yeah, no, okay, he moves out of the way just in time. I now have what I need to go up on the mark, but again, I need like one more pen to feel secure about it. Or no, I need like 3 more pens to feel secure about getting the mark. I like to go for overkill scores when I need a mark, just because I'm like, I know 4,500 damage will bring me up, but I don't want to be at 94.99, because that shit fucking, it just stretches me out. Giggity. It just stresses me out, because then you're pressured even more to get just enough damage to go up, and that's all you need. But when you're playing World of Tanks, you live in constant fear of, is my team gonna die in like 2 minutes? Is my team gonna cap out before I have a chance to get any fucking damage? Because you're a medium tank. You're not a heavy tank. You can't take hits. You can't really get hauled down in this thing, because again, your armor is a lot worse than the Patton. And by that, I mean the turret isn't even effective, but it's fine. And even on some spots on the Patton, the turret is not great, but not a lot of people know that. T123, I take the chance at getting shot by the however many tanks are over there to track him, maybe get some track target hit damage. He uses his repair kit. I use another heat round to keep him tracked, and I think I can keep him perma-tracked now. And I do get some free damage there. This is the dream for this tank. You've got amazing DPM. He did have another repair kit ready, but maybe he even has a toolbox on. That's what it looks like. It looks like he has a toolbox. But yeah, the DPM is incredible on this tank. I don't get him tracked there. He points towards me, and luckily I get away with not getting penned by him at all. And thanks to that rock, none of those other tanks could assist him out either. And then he finally dies from the T-54. I noticed this VK4502B, or whatever the fuck it is. Tier 9 German super heavy tank. And I love the heats, because I'm going to pen him through his lower plate, and he's going to cry about it. I try to get a free pen on this guy. Not going to happen. He's a tier 8. Don't really want to waste any heats on him, but it's really all I got left to do any damage in. So I get a free pen on him. The Panzerwagen. How do we... This is a loss. Like, I should not have shot there. And I don't know why I did. I was just trying to get free damage or kill that light tank. I don't even think that would have been a kill shot. This King Dragon gets 0 damage. 0 damage in a King Dragon. I get that it's not a very good tank, but like, circle around the VK. It's not that fucking hard to figure out. Oh, you can't pen his front? Weird. Go around to the side. Your track traverse is much better than his. I guarantee it. And he just doesn't... Oh my god. Do we have 2 King Dragons? We must, because I just... Did he make his way over there? I have no idea. Fuck the King Dragon, he does nothing anyway, it doesn't matter. So, this Chrysler is doing what he's doing best, or he's doing something. He gets a free pen on that tier 8 53 TP. I take the chance of getting damaged here. Again, showing my ass towards the enemy. I guess I didn't learn that little thing about the engine 2 games ago, but it's fine. Miraculously, that they don't pop out to try and pen me, and I do get a free pen into the front of, well, the side of him, I guess. And I still have heats loaded. Did I shoot an AP round at him? I did. And then I use heat, and now I'm switching to high explosive, so in case I make a stupid shot, I can still kill him. And, yeah. Want to use heats for higher HP tanks. And as you can see, the track traverse is amazing on this tank. And that 53 TP manages to fuck up that shot. Well done. Do I get another hit into this guy? Nope. The VK4502B finishes me off right in the side. And we went from no problem winning the game to a complete fucking disaster. Because this fucking genius decides to snipe the whole game when its accuracy is ass. And, is he the... I think that's the... Not... What tank is it? The Patriot. He's the non-Patriot variant of that tank. And he's got a British flag on. Okay. I'm not one to question aesthetics. And then he tries to ram this guy, but to no avail. Ooh. Ooh, you suck. You suck, and you're dead. Well done. I just... That is how you get a 3-marking game, by the way. That is how you're supposed to get the 3rd mark. You're supposed to feel good about it, not like you just fucking scraped by. This is the best combined damage game I've had in this thing, and base damage game I've had in this thing. 1 pen away, even a low roll, from 10,000 combined damage. 80% of it, dare I say 90% of it, in base damage. And I even made a little bit of money, despite how many fucking heat rounds I shot off. But I deserve an Ace Tanker medal for carrying that fucking hard. And despite the fact that we lost, I still fucking deserve that medal. Like, look at... Oh, the teams never fucking surprise me. It's... I'm swearing a lot because I'm just... I'm always so confused when I see the stats, but you'd think that after seeing them so many times in repetition, I'd get used to the terribleness that is the player base of this game. But let's look at the 3rd mark on this tank, shall we? And here's the clip showing that. I'm just getting ready for a nice little pan around the tank. There we go. And just look at it. Oh, I can't believe I 3-marked another tier 10 vehicle. And yeah, like, it's kind of newish that when it came out, but the damage that you need to get it is still kind of high. Is it though? Is it? I couldn't really tell you. But it's less than the Patton, and it's less than the M60. So that's pretty funny, but it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Thank you for watching. Sorry this was such a long video, but I just had a string of games today that I wanted to throw up right away, and I'll be uploading them on the 4th, which is tomorrow. So that's fun. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.